Hello, good morning. 7 a.m. I'm in Sweden, in Malmo, the city of Malmo. I'm at the Staple Park and skate park. This is the first skate park that I ever went to internationally, and actually came here for free. It was really wild. It's such a crazy experience that I actually got to come to Europe for the first time for free. I never thought I would come to some place like this. I just don't come from a family with money or anything like that, but I seized an opportunity, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. It's like seizing opportunity and putting yourself out there and offering your services, your abilities. Every skateboarder has like different like things that they can bring to the table. I think a lot of times we tend to like stick to the same things, but we all have our unique things that we can bring to the table. So that's what I want to talk about in this video, is like how I got to Europe for free for the very first time, while I also checked out this skate park because they've had some renovations. They have a whole nother area, like mini area. They renovated the bowl. They have some new stuff in the street course. I met someone yesterday that said they poured a slappy curb in the street course because they watched the DIY curb video. Shout out, that's so rad. I love whenever I meet people and they like actually use those skills in real life. I love that. Thank you for letting me know too. So if you ever see me out and about, please let me know if you watched the video, because I always love to have this conversation, to hear about that. But in this video, yeah, we're gonna talk about how I went to Europe for free. Before I get into like how that happened, how I got here for free, I kind of want to just like roll around this park. It's so early in the morning, but I figured this is like the best way to talk about this topic before there's like tons of people around. I'm filming the Oski Fest, which is going on today. It's starting in like a few hours, so I want to kind of just get a session in here, sort of kind of remember and pay some respect, some homage to the very first park that I ever skated internationally. Building right there. Now the first time I ever came here, that building was the only building around, and then there was this like spiral building way over there. You can't even see it now. They got these other buildings covering. It's just so crazy, like coming back here and seeing like all this built out, where before it was like, you know, not as built out. But just because to show you, Malmo is constantly building, so there's always new skate spots. Clearly, if they're building new buildings, then that means there's new skate spots. And I just think it's so crazy, like coming back to a place that you hadn't been in so long. It feels like just like really cool and sentimental, I guess, in a way. You can see down here they have all this flat area in the skate park, and I think that's something we always mess up in America. I'm always advocating for more flat space, but like, look at this. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4 tennis courts wide and big, and they just have obstacles here. People can build stuff, drop it off here, might get taken, might not get taken. Like I said, curb got slapped out here. So yeah, I just think that's so rad. They have all that flat spot. This is like one of the skate parks where, I mean, Oski, no wonder you're so good. No, I'm just kidding. Don't take any credit for anybody that has this skate park at their disposal. But I'm saying, if you're someone that really wants to learn skating and you know, improve your craft, improve your skill, this skate park would definitely be a good place to do that. Not only because the locals rule, everyone's really nice here. I personally really enjoy everyone here. I feel like the hospitality is real. So yeah, I don't know what I'm getting at now. I'm just kind of ranting, but I guess what I'm wanting to say is like, look how special this skate park is. Like, it's super big. They got things everywhere, and it's not like this huge city. So just because to show you, you can be in the middle of America as well and advocate for a skate park like this, and it's definitely possible. I made a whole series about how to get skate parks made. I'll leave a link up above if you're interested in doing something like that. Too early for this. Too early again. Fortunately, on this trip, I'm only here for 2 days, really, and it kind of is quick. It's really unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. Sometimes you gotta keep things moving. I'm with the wife. We want to go do some other stuff as well. But oh man, next summer I'm definitely coming out here for a longer time. So hit me up here in Malmo. Maybe you can help me stay somewhere. And I'm just excited to be back here. And the reason that I originally came out here, this is actually, I think, like the first area that I sat down on. I remember this so well. I sat down here. I came straight by myself, flew from San Diego to Stockholm, then down to Malmo. It was like this wild thing where I should have just flew to Copenhagen to Malmo, but I didn't know. I was a newbie. I was just doing my thing. I'll get into how I got that flight in a second. And I just came here. I didn't know what to do. I was like, are people even going to speak English? Like, I had no idea. And then I sat down, and some guys from the Netherlands actually were like, hey, how's it going? And they're really cool. And I ended up camping with them that night. And then I ended up just figuring it out from there. But the reason I originally came out here was for Ultra Bowl. Ultra Bowl was like a contest that the city of Malmo put on with the skaters here, the skateboard committee, John Mag, and all the rad locals out here. Basically got Ultra Bowl going. I saw it through like different European outlets for a couple times. And then my friend Frank Shaw came out here one year and he was killing it. And I was like, dude, how did you get out there? And he said, well, J-Mag actually sent me out there. I hit him up and I was just like, hey, can I come to the contest? Long story short, the city of Malmo has a little budget, I'm guessing, or the skaters get a budget to throw this event, and they probably allocate some of that money to getting other individuals out here. Because I think like it was really cool because they had the locals that ripped, but they also brought a lot of Americans, a lot of places, a lot of people from all over the world. And I think that was a really cool way to like almost amplify the contest. I don't think it would have been what it was without all those different skaters. They brought like Kevin Kowalski, a lot of the best like transition skaters out here at that time. And what I'm getting at is I basically asked my friend Frank, I said, hey man, like, how could I get out there? Do you think it's possible that I can out there and film? And this is when I was working for the Skateboard Mag at the time. So I was essentially a dedicated filmer for the Skateboard Mag. I was doing some other freelance stuff. And he said, yeah, maybe you can like offer your services to like film a video for the Skateboard Mag. So I essentially asked Frank for John's email. This is before DMs even existed, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe they did and I wasn't taking advantage. No, I'm pretty sure this was before DMs. So I'm really dating myself right here. And basically I just emailed John. I said, hey, like, I'm a skateboard filmer. I'm a friend of Frank Shaw's. He gave me your email. I work for the Skateboard Mag. I would love to come out and film like every day at the contest and post it to the Skateboard Mag website. So what I was offering is basically to like add a platform to their contest and in exchange for a flight out here. That's what I was asking for. I was like, I don't want to be paid for the contest or anything like that. I just want to get a flight out there. And he agreed. It was crazy. Within like 2 emails, he was basically like, yeah, we'll fly you out here. You want to come film the contest? No big deal. So then obviously I had to like reach out to Dave Swift at the Skateboard Mag and be like, hey, I have this idea. So I sort of did it backwards. Maybe that was the right way, but I just really wanted it. I figured like if the Skateboard Mag didn't want to post the videos, I would just have to figure it out somehow, one way or another. So anyways, Dave Swift agreed. He's like, yeah, cool. You want to go out there and post videos? Sure, we'll give you a little bit of money for each edit. And then that's basically how I made it happen. Like, and a really short story, just really quick, basically hit up J-Mag, and I had the connection from my friend Frank Shaw. He said, hit up J-Mag, give me his email. I hit up J-Mag, J-Mag goes down. I hit up Swift, Swift said, sure, you can publish it here. And then it all fell into place. And the point that I'm getting at is like, not to just like DM people and be like asking for opportunities. Is you have to present an opportunity to somebody else, and it's an exchange. I think a lot of times we have this idea of like, oh, well, I deserve this. My ego is telling me I deserve this. Like, you have to have an exchange, and I think that's like a healthy thing. It's not a bad thing. You're gonna feel better about it. I felt better about it. Like, if J-Mag or anybody paid me just to fly out here and skateboard and just party and not really like provide them anything, I don't know if I would feel very healthy or good about that. So I was stoked that like they're giving me a flight and that I was also like giving them a little bit of another platform. It's not that they didn't have a platform, they didn't have a place to put these videos, but Thrasher wasn't making videos of these edits at the time. There really wasn't any other American outlet essentially that was publishing, you know, the contest video. So that's basically how I got out here. And then after that, like basically contest that they did here, I was here for another month. I basically asked to extend the ticket because I figured it's my first time in Europe. Let's do it. And then I ended up going on like an independent Euro trip with Frank and Joey, Skeletor, a bunch of people. It was really cool. And it was just like such a life experience. And I think like something to be learned is like, don't always just accept like the norm, you know. I like basically saw Frank was doing something, I asked him about it, but I didn't try to take advantage of him. And I think that's where like people go wrong, is like they always try to take advantage of the situation. I think there's a difference between taking advantage of a situation and taking advantage of an opportunity, or maybe it's not taking advantage at all and it's just like about creating relationships. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at, is like you can, if you want to go to Europe, maybe you figure out where there's an event going on, what service you can provide. Maybe it's not filming like I film, maybe you're a skate park builder, you can build them like a really rad mini ramp and you can provide your services for free. Maybe you are a really good MC. I don't know. Like my point is that like everyone has their skills and everyone can bring something to the table. And I think it's really important that you reach out and don't be scared, and denial is okay. If you don't get denied, then you probably will never get accepted. Like, don't get me wrong, I've reached out to tons of other situations like this where I wanted to go do something and they're just like, no, that ain't gonna happen. And that's okay, I had to accept that. So pretty wild, pretty rad. Thanks to J-Mag for getting me out here. Sincerely, I saw him the other day. I was just so stoked. Such a rad dude, good vibes. Oski, David, everyone out here, I love you guys. You're killing it. It's so cool to be back out here and just it's insane. It feels very special, and I just wanted to share this story. And I think you know, I don't want to take advantage of this free opportunity I had. And one thing I will say is, because John got me out for free and because everyone got me out here with that free ticket, now I'm out here. Now I paid to get out here. Now I'm supporting the city. So I think that's like probably part of by design, right? Like get people out here. If you have something really cool going on, they will eventually support it as well.